Good morning, Brandon Hardison for another edition of Public Speaking Tips for those folks that are new. Yesterday, we talked about the teachers, your important job that's coming up on this semester, or maybe you're a new manager, maybe you're someone who wanted to get in front of people because you felt it was your time and then the virus kicked in, or maybe you just wanted some knowledge. Like I keep saying, there's all kinds of great institutions where you can get this. You have to pay for it, but you will become a lot better at what you do. And then there are those people, why should I pay? I'm a good disciplined person. Let me just watch some videos and see what I can do. So, for anyone that's out there doing that, hey, just keep practicing and you're doing well. So, let's get right to it and unpack it. Today, we're talking about, does public speaking make you feel physically sick? This is a question I get asked a lot. Do you really love public speaking? But I just get nervous. Do you ever get sick? And yeah, it happens to a lot of folks in any any genre where you're going to get in front of people, whether you're a poet, whether you're a musician, whether you're a dancer, whether you're performing arts, it's going to happen. Whether you're an athlete, nothing wrong with getting nervous. But here's the thing that overcomes all of that: prepare. If you listen to any one of the videos that I have out, I'm always talking about preparation. Preparation is the number one cure to anything that you're trying to do in life, especially if it's competitive. Do your homework, make sure you make sense, and that you're 100% confident. That's what it takes, being in front of people. And if you can do that, you can overtake some of this physical sickness. Another thing, I repeat, don't write out your speech word for word unless you have a photographic memory. Well, why would you do that? If you ever get twisted, if something happens to the teleprompter, if something happens to your index cards, your notes, and they get out of sequence, you drop them, pick them back up. Oh, the game is over. This makes your talk sound like you really don't know what you're doing. And now you're really nervous and you're struggling. And think about the audience. They feel so bad for you because they can't get in there. They're just waiting to see how you're going to dig yourself out of this. And especially if you're using some other tools like PowerPoint or videos to try to help get your content across, your message across. So please do not write out everything word for word. Another thing I would advise you is give yourself permission to read. Now, what do we mean by that? Give yourself permission to read. Here's the thing: when you greet the audience and thank all the people that brought you there because they came to see you, and you start with that in mind, that humbleness, boy, no one wants to miss out on this because the setup was good. You found out exactly how to do this. Now, if you need to know more, tune into a video where there is a debate. Turn into a video where there's a mock trial that they do in high school and colleges. Turn into any type of person that's running for a local office. When we become to the state, if we get to the federal level, sometimes they lose some of that or they go through it so fast you lose the content. But look at the youngsters and see how they address the audience before they start to read. They, in a sense, ask for permission after they acknowledge everyone who gave them an opportunity to be there. And always be ready for the Q&A session. I know it's going to be tough. They may bring up some things to you that have nothing to do with what you spoke about, but Q&A is something that you're going to have to address. And if you happen to present something that gives them less to talk about, but the content that you're on, then you're going to be all right. In other words, try to realize when you do something that's kind of political, you do something that's going to touch someone's nerves on a religious matter, you do something where it brings up some type of critical thinking as far as history goes, you'll be expecting a Q&A that you may not be ready for. And then I would say reflections. Once you're finished with your speech, do I sit back and reflect on what I could have done better? What do I need to improve next time? Because we all want to improve. That's what practice is about. Practice makes improvement. And that's where the confidence will come. It will get easier and easier and easier down the road to do these types of speeches. So, are you nervous? Yes. Can you get physically sick starting out? Yes. I'm not going to disagree with all of that. But what is the one thing that overcomes all of that? Practice. Practice. And when you think you got it, practice once more. Once again, Brandon Hardison, president of Champion Strategies, with a little bit of public speaking tips for today. And as always, in parting, going out and make it a champion day.